Hey, good morning, everyone. Paul McMann here with Forex Smart Trade. So glad you could be with me this morning. Here at Forex Smart Trade, our mission is to help you become the best version of yourself. And we do that by teaching you how to currency trade with our very, very accurate indicators. And we supplement that with what we consider to be the best in the business, one-on-one personalized training. And we think personalized one-on-one training is really the only way to be able to get this right. All the greats have coaches. All the greats have people that help them accelerate their learning. And we think this is the most efficient and effective way for you to become a successful currency trader. With that, in this session, we do a couple different trades. We've got a dozen different signals. The two trades I like to do are something called the thick orange line trade, and then also something called the 10-point trade. 10-point trade, we're trying to get all the lines to line up. As you get into training, what we do is we find we introduce you to the various signals, and we find one that resonates with you, and then we create a trade plan around that. And as you are trading, once you are trained and you are trading company money, we are there to help to make sure that that you do it successfully, because we don't want you losing our money. So with that, let us start by where did we put this guy? Sorry, I didn't get quite organized before we came online here. Must be this guy. No. Tell you what, let's just open a new one. We need to listen to this guy.
Due to federal and state regulations, we are providing the following disclosure. Please stay tuned, as this will take less than a minute. Foreign exchange, futures, and cryptocurrency trading are highly risky, and you can lose all the money you invest should you decide to engage in live trading. We are not responsible for your investment, trading, or tax decisions. We are not licensed financial advisors, traders, accountants, stockbrokers, or attorneys. We are not licensed commodities brokers and do not engage in or facilitate commodities transactions. We are not an introducing broker and we make no recommendation as to where you should invest or what broker you should trade with. As you apply what you learn, we recommend you seek advice from licensed professionals. Any trade results that we show should not be considered typical of our students. We do not and cannot track the results or performance of our students' private trading accounts. We do not know what a typical or average student earns or loses trading. This is not a get-rich-quick program, guaranteed system, or business opportunity. We sell training and trading tools. We make no promises our training or tools will generate future income for students, and you may not make your investment back, including your investment in this training. Any redistribution or recording of this material is strictly prohibited without advance written permission.
All right. And let us, one of the other great things about our program is that we do these live trades. So if you are in a light member, you get access to 5 light trades a week, or live trades a week, 3 of them with me. So we've got this one this morning. Our next one I'll be doing is on Thursday. A little bit later this morning at 9:30 Eastern, you have the Intro to Coaching session, which is another 30-minute session. However, when you become a member, we do trades every day. MIT at 10 in the morning, AIT at 10 in the evening Eastern time. There's a trade on Saturday. And for you extra ambitious people, there's another paid trade done by Dale, who does it at 8 p.m. Eastern. Dale is a coach, been around a long time. He was actually trained by Kevin Sr., who developed the indicators. And Dale has grown an account from $2,000 to well over $1 million. So a very successful trader, knows what he's doing. And it's the more traders you see, because everybody's got this kind of a slightly different style, and there's a different trade that resonates with them. The more tools that you've got in your tool bag to use when you're trading. I work off of a checklist. daily trade routine. I connect, make sure that my green chart and CoinEx are live. I just turned on, I closed out the chart and reopened it this morning, so we should be good there. Review yesterday's trade. Good habit to do a little audit on what you did during the day, what didn't work, and try to figure out why it didn't work. And there are always people here to help you do that analysis. Especially, I find it easiest if you're trading off of a 5-minute chart. It's kind of high, it's kind of a pain to take a screenshot at every time you're taking a trade because you're taking lots of trades. But if you're trading off of an hour chart, it's easy enough to grab a screenshot and then show it to somebody to get some feedback on what you're doing there. As we are technical traders, we like to know what the news is that's out there, because the news impacts currency, and we want to trade around it. So to do that, we look at forexfactory.com, and oh my goodness, here I got let's go here, and forexfactory.com gives us a little breakdown as to what the upcoming news events are for the day, and it breaks it down into kind of an easy to see low impact, which is yellow, medium impact, which is orange, and high impact, which is red. So we've got no high impacts for today. Euro's got a little bit of news that's already happened, so we've got nothing. It's pretty much all yellow today, so we've got nothing to worry about. So with that, let's get trading. And we are going to trade off of, well, here, let's do it this way. This is one of the standard charts, the light 6 major. I call it a composite chart because it's showing us 6 different currency pairs, all on the same time frame. In this case, we're trading off of a 1 hour chart, which means the candles have 1 hour worth of information in them. The trade we're going to do is the 10-point trade. So with that, I start with the middle chart, and I am looking for situations where the lines are either above the blue line, which is the overbought line. And when the market gets overbought, that's a time for selling. Or when the lines are below the red line, that is oversold. When they're oversold, that's a good time for buying. And then I want to see if they were overbought. The right time to buy is when they are all pointed down. Likewise, when they are oversold, the time to buy is when they're all pointed up. So this is my first screen. I'm looking to see whether we're overbought and oversold, and the lines are going in the right direction. Right now on the AUD USD, we are overbought. Lines are still going up. Euro USD, we are oversold. Lines are going sideways or down. So nothing there. Pound USD, oversold. Majors are going down. The red and green are the major lines. Minors are kind of going sideways. So we're going to pass. Euro USD Canadian dollar, sideways, kind of down on the majors. Minors are sideways. USD Swiss franc. We just touched the oversold. Majors are started to going up, the red and green, but this is kind of more of a sideways to me than a up. Minors are going up, and actually the minors have already reached the other side of the channel. That is okay. I'm kind of interested more in where the position of the majors are. We are going from a less steep to a more steep. It doesn't look quite as steep because of how steep the minors are, but basically we've got 3 points here. One, that we were oversold, and we're going, one where we were oversold, even though it's entered the channel. 2, everybody's going up. And 3, the green and the gray line have come on top of each other, have come on top of the black and the red line. And I am okay because this is just reaching the halfway point. So I've got 3 points here. So what I'm going to do then is I'm going to bounce up to the TNT, and I want to count how many lines are going in the same direction that supports this. This is a buy signal. So the 2 orange lines, the thick and the thin, are going up. The 2 blue lines, which are inversely related, which means that when the blues are going down, that is a buy. So I've got the 2 blues going down. So I've got 4 of the 4 telling me buy. I want a minimum of 3 out of the 4 telling me buy. So I've got that here. And then I'm going down to the pressure, and I am looking for something that tells me buy also. And what's going on is each of these sections of the chart are measuring something different. And when I can get them all to say, hey, this is a good buy, then it's a good buy. I don't have to, I've got all the confirmation I need. So this was down, pressure is going sideways now. However, the green line is crossed over the top. So I get a point for the green line being on top. So I've got 8 points here. When I have 8 points here on this trade, then I need to do a little bit more analysis. So that little bit more analysis is I want to look at a full chart for the USD CHF and see what the other time periods are telling me. And if I can get the 2 hour and the 4 hour saying, hey, this is a buy also, I'm inclined to take that trade. So I'm going to open up a new chart. And I am going to just, I don't have that chart made, but I'm going to just open up another chart. So this chart has multiple time periods for the same pair. In this case, it's the Euro AUD. But I want to change that, and I'm going to change it to USD CHF, which is the dollar and Swiss franc. So here was the signal we were looking at, the 1 hour chart. It's a little bit different. The green isn't crossed over quite as much here as we're looking at. Oh, no, it's the same, I guess. It is the same. This, it not crossing over, the green not being on top bothers me. But I am looking to see, I want to see the 2 hour. This is a 2 hour chart. I want to see that we're oversold here. And we are. Not only are we oversold, but both the majors, the red and green line, and the minors, the black and gray lines, are both pointing up. I'm not necessarily looking for them pointing up, but I like that they are. And then what I want to see is the 4 hour. And ideally, I want to see all of these lines oversold. So my thinking here is that if this signal changes because it's on an hour chart, we will still catch the trade because the setup is the same. There's a good setup on the 2 and the 4 hour chart. Right now, we don't have that setup on the 4 hour chart. We're still going down. It's in the middle of the channel and still going down. Because of that, I am going to pass. I want these lines. I don't necessarily expect them to be going up like we have here, but I want them oversold. I want everybody oversold, because if everybody's oversold, eventually there's a buy there. This guy is still telling me on the 4 hour chart that we're still going down. So I am going to wait. So let's go back and let's see what else we've got for trades. USD JPY, we are oversold and still going down. So now I am just going to open up another composite chart that has different pairs on it. And the way this works is it remembers what the last chart is that I had open. So I am going to now go to what I've labeled 2 major or 6 major 2, which is the next 6 pairs of pairs. These are non-US based pairs. So euro pound, we are oversold. Minors are going up, majors are going down, so I'm going to pass. AUD JPY, we're in the middle of the channel. Everybody's going up, but I don't like to take this because I don't know how much more of an up movement there is. I want to catch it when it's down here so I can get the whole run through the channel. Again, I'm doing things that that's not to say that money can't be made by taking a buy when it's here, but I want to take buys that give me the highest chance of getting usually my 10 pips that I want to get. So, and I don't want to get stuck holding a trade because it didn't get to where I wanted to be or getting stopped out. So I want to try to get a 10 pip trade as it runs through the channel. So Euro Canadian oversold, we're still going down. AUD NZD middle of the channel starting to turn. Pound yen oversold, majors and minors both going sideways. Euro Australian dollar oversold and going down. So nothing there. So let's open up another 6. And what I've done is I've just cloned that light 6 major and just changed the currency pairs to come up with these other charts. If there's specific pairs that you prefer to trade, you can put any in that you want. There was kind of no system to the ones that I took. I just tried to take ones that were considered majors and more actively traded. Canadian dollar and the yen overbought going up. Euro New Zealand dollar oversold going down. Pound and New Zealand dollar oversold. So these are almost identical. The pound and the euro with the New Zealand dollar, both on the majors and minors and the pressure. NZD JPY. We were oversold. We're going up into the channel. I don't like the slope on the majors. It's we really don't have a kind of what I consider a strong double cross. It has just crossed over, but it's not enough. Not enough. We do have 3 points up here. The 2 oranges are going up. Blue is coming down, and we do have soft up pressure. Soft up pressure. What makes it soft is the slope of the line isn't that steep. And there's a big gap between the lines. The signal is stronger on the pressure the closer these lines are together. Red is on top, but that's okay because the lines are going up. But this isn't. I don't like it. Well, it's getting better as we kind of look at it. But you know what? Let's NZD. The other reason I want to hesitate on this. Let's see what else we have. Is that it is evening in both New Zealand and Japan. So being evening in both New Zealand and Japan, it's going to take longer for this move to execute. but I've got it written down here. Let's see what else we have. Gold, dollar. We're in the middle of the channel. Bitcoin, dollar. We are overbought, going up. I know I don't trade this, but the Bitcoin class, the supplemental Bitcoin class, is very good, and I know people who are doing quite well trading Bitcoin against the dollar, and rather than using kind of a 1 to 3 or a 1 to 4 a stop loss, because it moves very aggressively. They use a 3 to 1, so they will do a 3 times take profit and a 1 time stop loss. Because if it goes the wrong way, it's going the wrong way. But if it goes the right way, it results in a nice move. So depending on your risk tolerance, trading Bitcoin may be for you. I'm aggressive in some things, but I'm not there yet on the Bitcoin. So let's take a look and see what else we have. And we will go to 6 major 4. And I'm sorry it takes a minute for these things to load, but I'm finding it works better when I don't have them all opened up before we start. We don't get that freeze up that sometimes happens. Oversold. Minors are going up. Majors haven't committed to going up yet. Swiss franc yen just entering oversold, and everybody's going down pretty steeply. Euro yen oversold. Minors are sideways. Majors are going down. So nothing there. Pound Australian dollar oversold, going down. New Zealand dollar, Swiss franc. We are almost through the channel. This was a nice signal. It would have been a nice run had we been able to catch it right here an hour ago. The lines are nice and steep, and they're all clustered together. I love it when I see the lines steep and clustered together. And then, let's see, we would have had 3 of the 4 here, and we would have had a weak up pressure here when this trade took, and it would have been worth 15 pips, 16 pips. Let's see, Canadian dollar, Swiss franc, overbought and going up. So this goes back to catching it down when it's oversold and being able to catch it on the run up. So we have looked through 24 pairs, have not seen anything. So let's go back, and we are going to use a different signal. So that was the 10-point trade. So now we're going to go and take a look and see what we can find on the using the thick orange line trade. Thick orange line trade is a little scalp trade. It's easy to do 5 minutes before the top of the hour. Right now we've got 4 minutes and 35 seconds left. And I am looking for situations where this number is either 0 or 10. When it is at 10, the line is maxed out. It's a scaled number, and it's telling us that it doesn't believe there's any more up in the movement. Likewise, when it's 0, it's telling us it doesn't think there's any more down in the movement. So if there's no more up in the movement, that's a good time to sell. If there's no more down in the movement, that's a good time to buy. So, however, when I see the signal, I want some confirmation of it. And the great thing about our charts is it's got enough information here that helps me figure that out. And so we're going to just quickly go through, and you can see in 1 minute, we're going to be able to go through 24 pairs and see if we have a trade set up. So 5 isn't close enough. 3 isn't close enough. Again, I'm looking for 0 or 10, or when we're within 1 point of either end. 4 isn't close enough. 7 isn't close enough. 0.8, 0.7 is within 1 of 0. So this is close enough. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to look to my majors and minors. We are oversold, but the lines aren't far enough down. I want these lines actually way down here. I'd like to see the red line where the black line is. When that happens, basically what's happening is there's a lot of, you can think of it like an elastic. There's a lot of pressure on it. And when the candle changes, that pressure is going to get released and there'll be a little snap. And when we get that little snap, it's good for 5 pips. But we're not going to get enough of a snap when the line is not it's starting to turn, which is good, but I don't like it. So we are going to go on to the next one. So euro pound 1.9 not close enough. 4 not close enough. Euro Canadian 5 not close enough. AUD NZD 3.2 not close enough. Pound yen 2.4 not close enough. 5 not close enough. Let's go to the next group. 5.9, 3.6, 2.7, 2.75, 8.4 not quite close enough. Let's go to the, did we do the second pair? Did we do this? All right, so let's see. Euro pound 0.8, 0.9. So that's within 1 of 0. And these lines are down here. So I kind of like this one. Oh, let's see what else there is. But I think we might take the euro pound. Euro pound for 5 pips. But let me see what else there is before we decide. We still have a minute. 5 no. 3 no. 2 no. 5 no. And let's see what else we have here. 2 no. 0 yes, but the lines aren't far enough down. 2 is not close enough. 5 isn't close enough. 7 isn't close enough. 10 yes. 10 yes, and these lines are all up here. So CAD, CHF for a sell. And let's go back and what did we have here? Where'd he go? USD CHF, USD CHF. Why don't I see him? USD or euro. Son of a gun. Well, let's go back and take the trade that we had. I am going to advance this. So we're at 10. The lines are way above. This has dropped to 6. Let's go ahead and take a 5 pip sell. 5 pip sell on the CAD CHF. So I'm going to open up my my MetaTrader 4. I am going to look for CAD CHF. CAD, I don't have that open, so I'm going to go to File, New Chart, and it's going to probably be in this third group, CAD, CHF, CAD, CHF, CAD, CHF. Why don't I see him here? Oh, here it is. I'm going to go to New Order. New Order. I'm going to check my symbol is correct. My volume, I've got 11,006. So I am going to use a volume of 1.2. Oops, 1.2. Basically moving the decimal place over 4 spots. And I'm going to round that 6 up. Oops, and we still don't have it right. 1.2. And it's going to be a sell. I'm not going to worry about the stop loss or take profit. And you know what? I want to go back and just check the Euro, Great Britain pound before I enter in the stop loss on here, because this is a time sensitive trade. So let's go back. Why couldn't I find the Euro? Euro is not here. Euro pound. Euro pound, not there. Euro pound, here it is. 1. And we're oversold. Let's see what happens this hour. It bumped up to 2. We're not gonna take this one. Usually I'm looking for it to jump to move an hour, to move by 1, and it did, but it's a little outside the 1. By the time that final hour came, it did jump to 2. You know what? Let's go ahead and take it. Let's go ahead and take it. So we're going to take a 5 pip buy on the Euro pound. 5 pip buy on the Euro pound. So Euro pound, I already have that open. I'm going to click New Order. And I'm going to keep my volume the same. Market buy. It records it. So now I'm going to go down here, right click, go to modify, and I'm going to add my stop loss and take profit. So this trade's always good for 5. I don't have to do any calculating. So 5 pips equals 50 points. We're going to always use a 4-to-1 because this is accurate about 90% of the time. And the only other thing I like to do is I like to make sure I get my full 5 pips. So if I got in at 84.94, I'm going to go to 84.99. So 84.99, and we are there. So I'm just going to click that OK. So I've got a take profit of 0.84998, 0.84998, a stop loss of 0.84749, 0.84749. And now I am going to go to the other CAD CHF, and I am going to go ahead and add the take profit and stop loss. It remembers what I did last time, so I'm just going to click the blue button, does the math for me, click the red button, does the math for me, and I want to just make sure we're going to get the full 5. So we got in at 0.7292. So if I take 5 away from 0.7292, I'm going to go to 0.7287, 0.72872. So we're right there. So I'm going to click OK. And so the take profit we took was on the CAD CHF is 0.7282, 0.72872 with a stop loss of 0.73123. So we took 2 trades. I would expect both of these to close within the hour. Here you'll notice on this thick orange line trade, I am not worried about the trend. I am not worried about where the support and resistance are. We're just going to go ahead and take the trade. Let's see if we have any questions. John, thank you. John saw it and just pointing out one of the trades we came. Matt, I have texted you the link, so check your text. I have texted it to you, but to schedule a time with me, you can go to www.forexsmarttrade.com/schedule. So I put it into the box here. All right, gang. Thanks for being here. We will do this again on Thursday morning. Good trading to you all. I love trading. I love doing these things. In fact, I'm thinking about adding a few more to the schedule next year. Maybe we'll do it every day because I find it fun. All right, great. Talk to you see you on Thursday. Bye-bye.